Duckboat Dispatch, episode 13, episode restart because I was in the bathroom, Josh was upstairs, and we hit record, and Sarah was here all by her lonesome. However, we are all back this week. I'm going to play the full minute, Sarah. I don't care. I'm going to do the full minute with the intro music below it just to tip you off because you got to hear it twice. It's only a minute and 10 seconds for an intro bet. It's not long. It's a great beat. All right. Well, you can go find... This will be you can go find a copyright-free music bed, and that will be the new open intro. How about it?
I already did.
Well, Ken sent us like 6.
Ken sent us 3.
Oh. Well, Sarah's going to find her own now, and then we'll see which one we like the best.
It's going to be a Tay McRae song.
No Min McRae. It's not copyright-free.
Is it going to be from Taylor Swift's new album?
We'll get to that.
I'm not a Swiftie.
Episode actually just dropped. This is the first time we've ever recorded in the afternoon, like late afternoon, like sun is gonna set soon. Schedule's lined up this way, but it is good to be back, all three of us. Josh, glad to have you back with your beautiful Crimson Tide background in there.
Shut up.
No Roll Tide. No Roll Tide.
Thank you.
I only Roll Tide when Tyler Duffy is here. Other than that, go Spartans.
We will have a Tyler Duffy guest appearance at some point in time ahead of the college football season. The rankings did just come out. We're not going to get to that today. A lot on the docket. We're going to get to Patriots preseason game 1 thoughts, what we want to see from game 2 coming up this Saturday. We're going to get to our top 5 favorite and top 5 least favorite players in the NFL this week. Sarah has been so kindly begging to do this the past 4 or 5 weeks. Pretty much ever since we stopped doing offensive players, Sarah has been ready to do our favorite players. And then I threw in a little nugget about an hour before we came on. Let's do least favorite players too. Because I was actually struggling to think of like 5 players that I would consider my quote-unquote favorite players. But before we get to all of that, we are going to touch quickly upon the Boston Red Sox. They had a cold streak, but then they blew the doors off of the Astros last night. 14-1 win. Roman Anthony is doing stuff that puts him in generational talent categories at the age of 21 years old. Tatum is currently the biggest superstar in Boston right now. Roman Anthony is up next. He is the next massive superstar in Boston sports. He's going to be bigger than Pasta. I think he could be bigger than Drake May. He is that guy. Who is blowing up my phone?
Your mom.
Roman Anthony's going to be that guy, and someone's texting me. It's ridiculous. Nate, chill. Yeah. It's my brother.
Oh, is it the
fantasy football group chat?
Yeah, I'm getting them too.
I feel left out.
You don't want to be in this fantasy football league.
Why?
You want to be in a fantasy football league with my friends from home, my brothers, Josh, Nate's college roommate, Milkman, and then our friend Steven's cousin Jimmy, who lives in New Jersey, but his name's not actually Jimmy.
With Jimmy?
Yeah,
Jimmy's a what?
If a spot opens up, I'll make sure you get first dibs.
Do I have to pay?
Yeah, it's a $50 buy-in.
Never mind.
Exactly. But
that's all really $2 buy-in ones. I was like, fuck that.
A $2 buy-in?
100.
Oh. I don't know if I do 100.
Yeah.
I think 50 is like perfect.
And also, I didn't know any of the people in it really, so I was just kind of like,
Yeah. It's fun to do with your friends. I love a good buy-in.
I obviously know the guy that asked me, but like, I don't.
Yeah, not for you. Anyways, Red Sox, let's see if they can win 2 in a row against the Astros tonight. Again, big win last night to get them back on track. But where I want to start today was the big story on Friday.
Trevor Lawrence.
No. Who?
The big into Mark Kalita?
We did run into Mark Kalita. Also, shout out Uncle Dave for the hat I'm wearing right now.
No. Shout out Uncle Dave for letting me charge my phone.
Yeah, Uncle Dave the GOAT. Josh and I were at the preseason game, and Josh's phone died, and he had to get home still. And my Uncle Dave, who works at Gillette Stadium, I don't know what his actual title is, he let us kind of drop Josh's phone off at the pro shop area he was working at. So shout out Uncle Dave for being a GOAT. But I want to start about the real GOAT, Tom Brady, and that statue that came out on Friday. Initial thoughts. Josh and I were there. Sarah, you were sadly not there. What was your thought? Because you haven't seen it in person. Josh and I have. What was your thought?
First of all, it's fucking huge.
12 feet tall with a 5-foot base.
his head looks too small for his body. Like, even with the pads, like, it's still just...
That has been, like, the consensus take I've seen and heard from everybody else.
It is very small. Also, not what I thought it was going to be.
Pose-wise?
Pose-wise.
I don't think anyone got that pose. Like, when making predictions, I don't think anyone really guessed a helmet in the left hand and a fist in the air.
I mean, I guess he did do that a lot, but I think... I don't know.
There were just... Yeah, it's okay. It's not a bad statue by any means. It's not a bad statue. It's not a Dwayne Wade, Cristiano Ronaldo statue. It's not bad, but it's not...
Been a little better.
Yeah, it's not Red Auerbach sitting on the bench smoking a cigar. It's not Bobby Orr leaping through the sky.
Exactly.
It's okay. It's just when you have a career as legendary and as important to not only a sports team, but just a sport in the city as a whole, like football in New England. That's the pose, like
6 different states.
Exactly. It's just that's the stat. I mean, there were so many options for legendary poses they could have gone with, and I understand why they wanted it to be its own thing, representative of Tom Brady as a whole. But when I think of Tom Brady, I think of he was a killer in the clutch, but that dude loved football and he had passion. And that statue, my issue with it is it's just kind of, I don't want to say boring, but it's just emotionless. It doesn't.
Meh.
It's not. And I get putting emotion into a statue is difficult, but I think there could have been a way, even if he was just in like the pocket throwing the football, I would have preferred that more.
I wish they did the one of him like screaming, "Let's go."
That's what I wanted too.
And I see why they didn't, because that'd be tough to do, I feel.
I don't think it would, because if he has the helmet on, you eliminate the head, which I feel the head is the most detailed and the hardest part to make. So I feel like that would be
the body action.
But that's really $1 billion face right there. They're not going to cover that up. It's a gorgeous man. They're not covering up his face.
Good point. Good point.
Work has he had done?
I mean, he's had more work done than the average stripper in Las Vegas, but he looks phenomenal.
Yeah, because it's plastic. TB12 diet my ass.
Made in plastic. It's fantastic.
That should be our new theme song.
Again, I'm going to send you a book on copyright, Sarah.
I know the copyright is. It was Tom.
If Ken was here right now, he'd be giving us an entire lecture.
My
I know who
legal... Ken. What the hell was the name of that class? Broadcast law, media law, whatever the hell it's called.
Media law and ethics, you dummy.
Yeah, my book just... Well, whatever. My book just ran out of subscriptions, so I can't send it to you, Sarah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
It's not a page turner. Sorry, Ken. I know you wrote the book. Or you have a chapter in the book. I'm still my guy. But either way, the Brady statue, I would say, yeah, the head's a little small, but when you're in person looking at it, you don't notice like the size of the head. He does look a little bulky, but you know what? I think the biggest letdown was the pose. Josh, you had a better view than I did. You were actually on the ground floor outside the pro shop. I was up by the Red Robin and I never got down there. What were your thoughts?
I liked it. So a lot of people who, I knew a couple people who also went to the game. We didn't meet up with them, but I knew people who went. They were texting me how they didn't like it. They thought it was mid or like below mid. I liked it. I still like it. It's not what I predicted. I predicted that it was going to be an LFG or an LG. I kind of would have preferred some kind of like action or like motion to be the pose, not just kind of like a stance. But if we're talking about the actual detail of the statue and like the actual make of it, I like it. I love the base. I love that the base represents the 6 Super Bowl championships. That I love. I do love that. I like the attention detail too, just throughout the entire thing.
What's up, Sarah?
What does the base look like? I didn't see the picture of the base.
The base is it's a hexagon, and then on each side is one of the Super Bowls. It's the
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, the base is easily the best part of the statue. It was perfect. That was the perfect way, because I think if you put the Lombardis on the ground, it would have been, okay, well, why isn't he holding a Lombardi? And I think that would have been a little too busy. It was subtle, and it was elegant, and it was just the perfect way to mention the 6 Super Bowls with Tom Brady. It's just everything above that left a little to be desired, in my opinion.
I more or less had issues with the event itself and not necessarily the statue, with 2 things. One, the speakers that the guys were all talking on, horrible. You could not hear. I could barely hear a word that Kraft or Brady was saying. Brady, I could kind of make out what he was saying. Kraft, I could not hear a single word what Kraft was saying because because again, we're outside Gillette Stadium in a practically public event. I can't move barely, so there's people talking around me every 2 seconds, and the speakers, there weren't even speakers. They were just coming out of the TV monitor that they had down there. I don't know if you could see from where you were standing, Tom, but there was a TV down there, and that's where the audio was coming from, and it was quiet as hell. And my second issue is how the hell they wouldn't let you down down the stairs, because I feel like that's something you don't need a ticket for. You're at Patriot the sighting is at Patriots Place. It's not within the stadium. So I feel like even if you showed up a little bit late, I don't think you need ticket evidence to get into or to go down the stairs to go see the event. I understand they were maybe trying to do crowd control, maybe.
That's
But
what it was
then
for, crowd control.
that's what I assume. But then again, I'm like, it's a public event. We're not in Gillette Stadium yet. We're at Patriots Place. Yeah, we're right outside the stadium, but we're not in it yet. I haven't showed my ticket to get in yet.
Well, usually, at least for concerts, at least they have like a big gate and everything. Did they have anything like that when you first like walked in?
Not really,
No.
no. Like, you were
Okay.
just able to
Because
go
you
in.
have to always. So then I guess that would be public ground. Like you should have to have a ticket.
There was one like kind of like check-in spot of I think no outside food or drink, but when I walked through that little tent, they didn't check me for a ticket or anything. They literally just let me walk through.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Like
so
others, they didn't stop me.
So I got there later because traffic was a pain to get through. So I got there at like 5:45 is when I parked, and by the time I finally walked over to where the statue was, I was above by where the harp and the red robin is, and about 20 feet in front of that elevator they had a metal detector. And you had to walk through the metal detector, and they were kind of asking people for tickets, but not really. And Josh had the tickets, so I was screwed if they were like, you need a ticket to get through. So I just kind of snuck through. Nobody asked me for a ticket, but then Josh is at the bottom of those steps that lead to the actual Patriots Hall of Fame in the pro shop. And I'm at the top of the steps, and you cannot go up or down the steps before the ceremony because there was that many people there, and they're pretty much 3/4 of the way up the stairs to begin with. So they had that all blocked off. So I was like, well, can I get down there? My friend's on there. He has my tickets. And they're like, nope, you got to wait. So I didn't even watch. The balcony by the harp was packed. I was probably 25 feet back from the balcony, if not more. And I was watching on the reflection of the glass on Gillette Stadium. And I said, you know what? I don't care. I'll see this all on Twitter at some point in time. Some people had their phones out watching the speech at the same time. I said, when everything clears, I will see the statue. It's going to clear out at some point. So I just hung out by the cops and kind of shot the breeze with them for a bit until I found Josh. And Josh came up the steps. So then that's when I got my first look, when Josh came up the steps that kind of cleared out and I could see the statue.
Patriots Bud Light t-shirt because my jersey doesn't fit me anymore.
Yeah, I offered to bring the tape May for you, and you said no.
Well, okay, because I have a Brady jersey that I was gonna wear. It's the red alternate jersey. Dude,
That's what I have.
I thought it still fit me. Dude, I looked at that thing. That thing is a youth large.
Mine's like
Tough shout.
large.
I am a large at the smallest. I can maybe if I'm lucky, depending on the brand, I can fit into a medium. Maybe.
That was like the first jersey. The first jersey I got was a Gronk jersey. Couldn't tell you where it is. And then I got the red Tom Brady jersey. No, then I got an Edelman. And then I got the red Tom Brady jersey. I wore that to the 2018 Super Bowl. Haven't touched it again.
My first Patriots jersey was an Aaron Hernandez jersey. I'm so serious. I'm beyond serious. It was the alternate red Aaron Hernandez jersey. I was his biggest fan.
You still have it?
No, my dad made me go and return. I was in the 4th grade when he killed the guy, and he was like, I don't really want you wearing a murderer's name on your back, so you have to return it. And then I got the red Brady alternate. Oh, man. We actually saw a guy at the game, Josh, wearing a Hernandez jersey.
Did? When?
People wearing them.
Yeah.
People
When was
still
the guy in the section we were in, a few seats above, was wearing a Hernandez?
That's the thing, though. Those jerseys are so freaking expensive.
A Tom Brady jersey was going for it was $300 at Patriots Place.
Yeah, I
That's
was debating on getting a jersey after finding out my Brady one doesn't fit anymore, and I was like, and I know we'll talk about him in a second, but I was like, I kind of want to get like a Travion Henderson jersey or a Drake May jersey. And then I like before the statue revealing, I walked in the pro shop just to like check the prices. Travion Henderson jersey was $130. I'm like, and so I just checked online. You can get it for like $80 to $100 online. So I'm like, okay, like
yeah, do that.
I'm like,
I'll point you in the right direction.
yeah,
I'll
I'm
point you in
like,
the right direction for $15. I got you.
$15.
I think
I know a guy.
I think I know where you're going. Is it the guy who helped you get your jersey? Is
No,
that
I don't know if
the
Uncle
hat?
Dave could just
Oh,
hand you a jersey.
I was gonna say, is that the hat you're wearing?
Yeah, I am wearing the Uncle Dave hat. We just go up to say hello to him, and he just is like, "Hey, do you want anything from the pro shop?" I'm like, "No, I'm all set." And he goes, "No, what do you want?" And I go, "I'm good." He goes, "Take a hat," and he just throws the hat at me. So shout out Uncle Dave for the hat.
I want one of the camo hats. I like
He
camo.
gave my aunt Lisa a camo hat.
I want a camo hat. Actually, I like the new mock neck Patriots sweatshirts.
I don't know what a mock neck is.
A mock neck? Oh, good lord. It's like a turtleneck, but shorter.
Oh, like a crew neck.
No. Kind of, but no.
All right. Well, while Sarah tries to explain to me fashion, we're gonna transition into
Is
the
the
actual.
See how
Yeah,
it's
no,
hot?
I would never wear that.
It's women's, you dip.
I would never. Okay, well, good, because if you can't tell, I mean, no, man, I like if it was just shorter neck, it would be cool. But like as you can tell, I have a very long neck, so a lot of those turtlenecks, quarter zips, are not comfortable.
That's fair. But my neck gets so cold. I need one.
Anyways, yeah, Josh, we see those tan lines. Anyways, go to the actual game itself. What were your takeaways from the actual preseason game number 1? I know I have mine. But Sarah, you again watching. I wouldn't say at home, but at work. What were
Yeah.
your thoughts on the game?
Considering I only got to watch a solid 2 minutes of that game because right when the game started, we got slammed. I actually did witness the Henderson kick return. That was great. I loved that. But that's really all I got to see. But when I saw Drake May fumble, so he's on my hit list right now.
Is that the photo you sent? What was the context behind that photo?
She's
That
at
was
work.
I'm at work watching the game on my phone.
Okay, I was
And
looking at it.
My manager took the picture.
Okay, because
And
I was looking at that and I was like, I don't get it.
Yeah, no, that's me at work watching the game.
No, I
And then
loved it.
Saturday rolled around. Obviously, I wanted to watch Trevor Lawrence, and I knew he was only going to be playing in like the first, like probably in like the first like 5 minutes of the game, or like the first like I don't even know. But I told my manager, it was a different manager. I told him, I was like, oh, by the way, just letting you know, at 7 o'clock, I will be watching football. Like I just have my phone set up behind the bar, and no one has ever had a problem with it. Because it's not like I neglect my tables. I mean, maybe a little bit, but I don't neglect them more than I usually do. And like, I still will do my job and run around and do things. If I have a moment, like, I'll just pop over and watch it. And he just looked at me and was like, no. And I was like, that's funny. I was like, that's funny. So then I like turn football on at 7, and all I want to see is Trevor Lawrence. That's the only thing I care about. I just want to see him do something. And he literally comes over and turns my phone off. I looked at him. I said, do you have a death wish?
And you're still employed at the same restaurant?
I'm his manager.
You're his manager?
His manager.
Oh, I thought this was your manager.
Wait, so then who? Wait, so then who?
I'm manager at Giordano's. There's the general manager. I'm the assistant to them, and he's the floor manager. But I was serving that night, so he was my manager.
Oh, so
but on the overall ladder, you are above this guy or gal.
Technically,
it was the floor manager, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
We're both assistant managers. I don't know, but I've been there longer than him.
Are there TVs at this place or no?
No.
No.
No TV. There's a TV in the pizza room, but Michael doesn't let me watch Trevor Lawrence.
Did Trevor Lawrence play? I didn't catch this game.
He did. He played, I think one drive, and then they took him out. I don't even know who their backup is at this point. I
Mac-
was so mad.
Wait, no.
No, Mac Jones on the
Mac Jones-
Niners.
Yeah,
Fucking
he's
the 49ers. I was so mad though. I actually almost stabbed him.
I think we need to start making a collection of, because last week Sarah said she was going to kidnap Trevor Lawrence.
No,
And now
I
she's
didn't.
alleged kidnap Trevor Lawrence and his child.
I don't really like his child, so just him.
What's wrong with this child?
I don't know. I don't think it's his.
We got to make like a compilation of all of like the death threats, pretty much illegal activities
What is this?
Sarah has
photo?
suggested.
What is this photo of him and his child?
I know.
It's
Tell
this.
me that's his child. Oh.
It's a baby, you can't tell.
Look
Man,
at the
he's got
face
a long ass
making,
face.
Trevor is. Hey.
Back to football before I get stabbed through my monitor.
Good.
You mentioned Henderson. The kickoff return touchdown was the perfect way to start the new era of the Patriots, because Gerard Mayo is gone. It's now Mike Vrabel's team. It is Josh McDaniels' offense. It is Drake May's team. He is 100% the starting quarterback going into the season. It was just the perfect way to start the season. And even beyond that, not just the opening kickoff, Henderson looked great throughout the game. He was breaking tackles. He was rushing for extra yards after contact. And the big thing is he didn't fumble at all. And that was the big thing about him coming out of college, was he had 600 plus touches and 0 fumbles. And Ramondre Stevenson didn't fumble in the game, but that has been his issue as of recent. He has had fumbleitis. So I love to see that from Henderson. Really looks like you got a guy. He had a great joint practice today against the Vikings. He caught a 10-yard out route from Drake May and took it 60 extra yards to the house. So just more and more good news about Travion Henderson. So definitely coming for Ramondre Stevenson's job, in my personal opinion. I had 2 other big takeaways from this game. And that was the first one, which is a shorter one, which is just Will Campbell. He was pancaking guys. And if you saw on the Instagram, Josh and I's immediate reactions at the Duck Boat Dispatch on Instagram and TikTok, that was the one thing I said about the game. Henderson looked good. Campbell looked good. What's up, Sarah?
I like Campbell.
He's got a good little lettuce coming out, like the swim cap he wears under the helmet. Little lettuce, eye black. He's
gonna fight and die.
He was 10 yards down the field run blocking. It was awesome. Love that.
That's what we need.
Screw anyone who came out here saying, "Man, let's do it in his short arms, man. I don't believe it." Frick you.
T-Rex.
Maybe he has short arms, but if you're not getting past this, who cares? Like, he doesn't need to be all the way out here with those Kevin McHale-like arms. As long as he gets his dinosaur back at the end of the day.
The stats are there to back it up. I'm going to take the guy who has the stats to prove it despite his short-ass arms. I don't care. I'd rather take a guy with short-ass arms that's leaving no pressure over a guy who's got 7-foot arms, but, is letting sacks happen every other play. I don't care about the arm size. I care about the stats.
Yeah, Will Campbell's a dog. That was perfect form, Sarah. Will Campbell's a dog.
Actually, no, we need to go back. What was that form? You look like you were trying to play.
That was my Will Campbell short arms, because you got to get your dinosaur, because you got tiny arms, and then you got to get your,
You look like you're trying to play patty cake.
And then you got to block him, and then Will Campbell's always 10 yards down the field, so he's this way. I got to get a map for this rug, by the way, so I can move a little bit more fluently.
I'm
not on a hardwood floor.
I was gonna say what you look like when you do that, but I cannot say it on this.
It's okay. Sarah said I looked spastic last time.
Yeah, that was not the word I wanted to use.
I'm aware. I'm very proud of the restraint we're showing here as professional podcasters who post this stuff online for the internet to see forever.
Yeah.
And then I had a few thoughts on Drake May, but I do want to bookend all of the Will Campbell and the positive Travion Henderson stuff with, it was the Commanders' third string guys out there. So I'm taking it all with a grain of salt at the end of the day, because it is still preseason week 1. They were playing all of the backups for the Commanders. But moving on to Drake May, before we get to your guys' thoughts on everything else besides Henderson, I wasn't that impressed with Drake May in those 2. I mean, he only played 2 series, and I get it, it's still early, but he fumbles in the first one, and that's just a mistake you can't make. Just take the sack there, live to see another day. You don't have to always try to get rid of the ball. But I think the thing that bothered me more was his rushing. Will Campbell gave him gaps the size of Michael Strahan's teeth to get through. However, it's preseason. I know you can run the football, May. Against the Commanders' second, third stringers, dice him up a little bit, man. Drop back in the pocket, read the defense, find the open receivers. I want that a little bit more in preseason. I know it's very nitpicky because I don't want to say a dual threat quarterback, but his ability to run is going to be super, output of this offense. But it's preseason week 1. I don't need to see you run the ball in for a touchdown, May. I want to see you pass the ball a little bit more. He ended the game when he came out -3 passing yards on the offense. I don't know if that's all on him or what happened there. But in those 2 series, I wasn't that impressed.
Were you listening to Felger?
No, I don't listen to that station.
I know, but Felger said the exact same thing. He's like, I don't want May being a rushing QB. I want him being a passing QB. I'm like,
no. In the regular season, if he drops back in the pocket, he takes his 3-step drop, his 5-step drop, he surveys the field, the pocket's breaking down, and he can scramble out. Absolutely. But I don't want it to become he drops back, his option 1 isn't open, his option 2 isn't open, and he sees a gap and he just starts running for it because that's how he's going to get injured at some point. And I don't want to say he has injury concerns, but he had I think he had 2 concussions last year. Maybe 1, maybe 2, can't remember.
oh, no, it was just 1. Yeah.
Well, he came out of the Jets game with the 1, then maybe he missed the week after. But either way, I don't want that to become a pattern for him where it's a crutch where he needs to, okay, I've dropped back. I can just roll out left and go for 5-10 yards. I want to see him throw the ball.
I don't think, you want to see the QB run the ball. I don't think you should limit a player's performance based on their injury. There are guys out there that are known for being injury prone, and that's just that. There's not really much you can do. But I don't think we should be like, Drake May shouldn't run because what if he injures? What if he doesn't get injured and ends up being one of the best rushing QBs we've seen, like a Lamar Jackson or a Jane Daniels? I don't think we should limit that. Obviously, we should have him grow as a running QB or have him grow as a passing QB, my bad. But I don't want us to limit him because of what could be an injury. We see stuff Gonzalez being a regular cornerback and he gets injured. I think we should just let Drake May be a regular quarterback. Maybe that has to do with a little bit more running. I don't think we should limit him at all.
Unfortunately,
he has to run.
Unfortunately, though, that's kind of just how things are going for quarterbacks. That's the directions that it's taking. More quarterbacks are trying to run the ball. And that it doesn't matter if they don't have an open target. They just want to show off.
I don't have an issue with him running the ball.
I don't either. But if it's not necessary, don't do it.
It's just more the fact that it's preseason week 1.
I know.
And regular season, I'm not
ball in preseason. He's gonna get hurt.
Exactly. And it's not that he's don't even take the risk. It's also just you don't have to prove to us you can run the football in preseason.
You can.
The new gap, well, especially with the rushing touchdown, he had Will Campbell part of the Red Sea like Moses did leaving Egypt. And May waltzed in there for a touchdown at a speed my grandmother could have matched to get into that end zone with the amount of room he had. And my grandmother moves 1 step at a time. I don't need to see that in preseason week 1.
Well, I mean,
Grammy Moore knows she walks
on that play. What'd you expect him to do? He's got a wide open path. Why not just walk it in? What's the issue?
If you have no choice but to turn and run, fine. But if you have multiple people open in the end zone, fucking throw the ball.
And it wasn't like the pocket was collapsing. He had time. He could have readjusted into the pocket as well and moved over here and bought himself some time.
That's how multiple quarterbacks get hurt.
Exactly.
Is because they decide to run. We don't need that, especially in preseason.
Yeah, preseason, I don't need to see him run the ball. Throw the ball.
I get in preseason it can be a little bit pushy, but okay, let's say this was week 1 and you see that opportunity. You see the opportunity, just take it.
Yeah, but those games actually matter.
Yes, I know that, but still, in a preseason game, it's just that. That's how his head's gonna work. Sees a wide open lane, he's just gonna take the opportunity. He's not gonna force a stupid prediction. What would you rather him do? Walk in that touchdown or throw in a stupid pass that's probably either gonna get incomplete, thrown way over the head of someone, or potentially get intercepted.
I don't want to see him throw obviously I want to see him throw a touchdown. But if he's not going to throw the ball, we can't see him throw a touchdown. I'm not saying this because I'm a guy who took the over on touchdowns this year from Drake May, passing touchdowns. It's just in preseason. It's not like he's not trying to prove himself to be the starter this year. He's not trying to prove himself to make the roster like he's an undrafted free agent or a late round draft pick. He is the starting quarterback. You don't need to do that in preseason. Drop back, read the defense, work on that when you're getting live reps. Was my whole issue with that. But besides that, that was my thoughts on the game. Just don't get hurt. I mean, Josh Dobbs touchdown. You sitting next to me, you heard a "What the bleep are you doing, Josh Dobbs?" before he scored that touchdown. We can't have that guy out there if Drake May gets hurt. I don't want to watch the. I love the Patriots like a cousin, but come on, bro.
Wait, what did he do? I missed that.
He had this. Josh Dobbs had a rushing touchdown, but in the middle of it, it went from drop back, pocket breaks down, he scrambles around, he kind of trips or something along those lines, and it's like, Josh Dobbs, what the bleep are you doing? And then he's able to get it back together and rushing for a touchdown. But it was just one of those plays where it's like, okay, he got lucky on that one.
I like him.
I don't dislike him. I just don't want him playing starting quarterback for my New England Patriots if Drake May goes down.
He's not going to. You really think Vrabel's going to do that?
If May goes down?
Okay.
Going down.
Who else do you want in there? The quarterback whose name you didn't even know that I had to tell you?
I don't even know. I still don't know his name. Show the third string QB on the page. I mean, we didn't watch a lot of the second half, Josh. Let's be real here.
Right, because we were talking to Uncle Dave and
Uncle Dave, Uncle Kevin, Auntie Lisa, and Mark and the boys.
Mark and the boys. Dude, I can't tell you how happy I was to see Mark. I love Mark.
You know who was like right behind us working as well?
Who?
Bags. He was like right behind us.
Why didn't we say hi to Bags, bro?
He was like, I didn't know. I figured he was at the concert because he works at both of those things. I figured he was at Xfinity, and he was like, no, I was like right behind you. I was like, you didn't come say what's up? No. I was like, all right. I see he was at the house the other day for a game night.
Wait, Mark, like special Mark?
Mark Kalita?
Yes.
Like tall Mark who likes to drink?
With Nathan?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's special Mark.
I mean, that's just Mark. That's just Mark to us.
Yeah. I love Mark.
But those are my takeaways from the game. I don't know if anybody had anything else before we move on.
I just want to add on back to my little jersey, little speech. Because so when I went in the pro shop, it was way too expensive, and I was like, I'll debate the Travion Henderson jersey. Maybe I'll get Drake May. After that damn return tutty, I was like, that Travion Henderson jersey is gonna be in my closet real soon.
Absolutely.
Real soon.
I'm not looking at another jersey anytime soon.
Actually, I just don't know what color I should get. Should I get the red, should I get the white, the navy, or should I go with the alternate?
The red. If you're gonna break the bank, get the red.
But I feel like I gotta go with just a classic color. I don't have a classic color. I have an alternate Brady, so I feel like I should get a classic white or navy.
Get a white one.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm leaning.
It goes with more. You can wear black sweatpants with it.
Yeah, I'm thinking I should go with the white or the alternate.
I would do white.
Okay.
All right. Week 2 preseason this week. Patriots on Saturday in Minnesota for preseason game 2. Huh?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Thank you, Sarah. I'll be at work.
What day of the weekend?
Saturday.
So Sarah will get to sit down and analyze the game. I'll be at work for the first half. I'll have it on while producing. Whether Sarah's at work or not, she'll be watching the game as we learned from her manager's story.
Well, are they gonna come and turn the phone off again? Is that gonna be an issue, or are we working the same?
That's the list of illegal threats Sarah has made on the pod so far.
Now, I pretty much told him, I was like, listen, the second this man is off the field, I don't give a fuck. Okay? And he was like, no. And I said, walk away.
Do you ever catch him on his phone? Ever? I was gonna say, because next time you catch him on his phone, you gotta like.
No, we're friends. We're friends. And he was messing with me. But at the same time, he was being serious. And I thought he was joking at first. I was like, haha, funny. And he's like, no, I'm not joking. And I'm like, oh.
Don't you dare.
Who do you think you are right now? I was like, I either watch it here or I go stand in the pizza room for the next hour and completely ignore my tables. And he was like, do whatever you want. And I was like, cool, I'm going to watch it on my phone. You have a problem with it? Hire me. I don't care.
So in week 2, when you're watching the game, at work, at home, wherever you find yourself watching the game, at home, what do you want to see from preseason game 2? What do we want to see from game 2?
Trevor Lawrence.
What do you want to see from the New England Patriots game 2?
Oh, well, you didn't specify.
I didn't think I had to.
I kind of want to see Mac Jones, or not Mac Jones. I keep doing that.
It's like the third time we've done that.
They both were 10.
Doing that. I don't
In your
know.
heart of hearts, you miss him.
No, fuck no. Actually,
Roll
I'm
Tide.
making fun of him. I'll drown you.
Dude,
Sorry.
Sarah
I'm feisty
Sarah
today.
might not be here next week. Sarah might be locked up next week.
Hey Siri, call Tyler Duffy. But don't actually. I didn't think my Siri was working.
I want to see a little more of Drake May. Honestly, I would kind of love to see a drive with Stephon Diggs.
I was wondering the same thing if he would be, because he was routing people up in practice today. I don't know if you saw the videos on Twitter.
I did not. I don't have Twitter. I kind of want to see that dynamic a little bit. Just because I feel like you should test the waters a little bit in preseason. Just do like a few plays to him and just see what happens. We obviously know Travion Henderson. Kristen, stop it. My mother's blowing up my phone. I forget what I said.
All right, well, Sarah figures out what Mrs. Peduffley needs.
I figured it out.
Perfect.
I don't remember what I was saying though.
I don't know where I was going to go either, Josh.
About, the May and Diggs. You want to see May and Diggs?
I want to see May and Diggs a little bit. I just kind of want to, you should test the waters out in preseason, not just, rely on them having this insane connection right at the beginning of the season. Right when the games actually matter.
Yeah, and I think in a return to Minnesota where Diggs started his career, don't stab your mother.
No, she told me that I have to go put the cookies away downstairs or my dog's going to eat chocolate. So I'll be right back.
All right. Well, Sarah's going to bounce for a second. So Josh and I will be here.
Get me one.
Legitimately. They're gluten-free. I don't think you want them.
I'll take them.
They're actually really good.
I don't care about gluten-free. I'll eat cookies all day. Cookies are my comfort food.
If I'm ever in Boston, I'll make my grandmother's cookies for you guys. You'll love them. Actually, I think Tom has had them before.
I probably have.
Had them at Curry freshman year.
I want cookies now.
I'm sure I had them at one point.
They're so. Be right back.
All right, so what I want to see from preseason week 2 is obviously I want to see May play the first half. I want to see the starters go the first half at least. I think first half, more than 2 series you'll see. I think first half it's very reasonable for preseason week 2. Sarah hit the nail on the head. Stephon Diggs should be out there at least 1 series, I think, just to get his bearings back, coming off the injury. Very light workload. Have him run a few routes in a real setting. Throw a few passes to him, see how the May-Diggs connection does look. And besides that, I want to see Javon Baker get some reps with the first team. I know I'm a Javon Baker guy, Josh.
I need to stop you. Javon Baker.
I want to see him get a few reps with the first team out there.
I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Nice.
I just know he's going to make me stand up in the seats. I want to see him out there with the first team because he had some good routes going in joint practice today with Josh Dobbs, and then he was moved up to the first team. I think the wide receiver room, besides Diggs, Booty, Hollins, and Douglas, I think it's very fluid with who could make that wide receiver room. Chisholm had a great grab at joint practice yesterday where he went up for it and pulled it down. Javon Baker. Javon Baker had a good grab. Ball came over his shoulder. He puts his hands out late and pulls it in. Stephon Diggs had some good grabs. Kyle Williams is a guy I did not mention. He had a phenomenal route in the end zone in preseason game 1. I'd again like to see him get some reps with the first team out there, and especially with Drake May. So in order to do that, you got to keep May out there longer so you can cycle in all these wide receivers to figure out who makes the team, who gets cut. I don't know what the hell just happened in my room, but everything just fell apart. I think the one guy who, hands down, will be getting cut is Jalen Polk. I just don't think he has a place in this roster. Maybe I'm just scorned because I was so high on him last year. I would rather take every single wide receiver on this team over Jalen Polk as of right now, Josh.
I bet you Javon Baker's the one who gets cut.
I don't know, bro. If he's getting reps with the first team, I feel like Baker genuinely. This isn't me being a fan. I think Baker genuinely has a better chance of making
He may.
the team.
I could be completely wrong. I'm completely with the two of you on this. I would love to get a little taste of May and Diggs. Just a little taste. I'm not asking for the whole. I'm not asking for an entire drive. I'm not asking for maybe one drive. I'm not asking for an entire quarter or an entire half. I just want a taste. I just want just a little sneak peek of what could be.
Like a trailer.
Yeah, I just want a little trailer. I want like the tiniest little spoiler. That's all I'm asking. The other thing what
It'd be smart.
it would be smart. It would be smart. Just to see what their chemistry is like. Are they gonna be like? Can I predict that they're gonna be a little fluid with each other, or are they gonna clash a little bit?
Yeah. I think they're gonna clash.
I hope not.
I not too, for the sake of winning, because I'm sick of fucking
The other thing,
playoff
the other
game with
thing,
the Patriots in it. That's all I want.
the other thing I want to hit on is like you kind of stole a little bit of what I want to say with the receivers, Tom. But the other thing I want to talk about is consistency from the two rookies, Henderson and Campbell, because the two of them did absolutely fantastic in game one. I would like them to do it. I want to see a good amount of the two of them, just to know I didn't get excited and I'm getting hyped for nothing. I would like to see the two of them repeat what they did in game one. I'm not saying Campbell needs to pancake every single guy and Henderson needs to go for another 100-yard return tutty, but I would like to see consistent play from the two of them. So I'm hoping that we still get a good chunk, maybe a whole half. I then could be pushing it a little bit, but I'm hoping we do get a good amount of time with the two of them to see consistency, to know that I'm not just overhyping the two of them. I'm just getting too excited, standing out of my seat for what we saw in game one.
I completely
Absolutely.
agree.
So we'll have to see about that Saturday at 1:00. That game will be live. I'm sure we'll all get a chance to watch it, and of course, we'll give you a yes.
Did Efton Chisholm do anything?
He got a touchdown,
Oh,
and
I heard a mixed bag about him.
he got a touchdown. I didn't get a chance to see it because Josh and I were kind of walking around, but
This is when
he
you were
had
talking more.
a phenomenal grab at joint practice yesterday where he went up and pulled it down.
One hand?
Yeah. I don't know if it was one hand, but he went up for it, which you don't really see from a short little white guy.
You really don't.
Yeah, you weren't here, Sarah. Jalen Polk, maybe Bourne. I don't know. I think Jalen Polk doesn't make the team. I really do want to see Baker and Chisholm both make the roster as well, but they might be more special teamers, and that's why they make the roster. But cuts are coming up soon, so we'll see who the first Patriots to get cut seem to be. But moving on, Sarah's been waiting months for this. We're going to go through our top 5 favorite NFL players who are currently in the league.
Currently.
Yes, we went over this last week, Sarah.
Forgot.
And then we will do our 5 least favorite players who are currently in the. That should be easy for you, Sarah. You hate a lot of players.
Actually, that makes it harder because I have to pick the 5 I hate the most.
All right, so we'll have Sarah go last then with her 5 favorite and 5 least favorite.
Okay, fine.
Well, do you need time to think of it? Because if we're not doing...
My favorite list is easy.
All right. Well, then why don't you... Ladies first. You can... I didn't know if you need more time or not, but 5 favorite current players in the NFL, 5 to 1.
Okay. In number 5, I have Trevor Lawrence.
What?
In number 4, I also have Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, okay. I see where this is going.
2 and 1. No, I'm kidding. Number 5, I totally forgot that it was like in the league currently. So I'm going to kind of just like airball this. But at number 5, I want to say George Kittle. I think he's fucking funny.
All right.
That's kind of it. I just think he's funny. Number 4, does David Andrews count?
I mean, he just retired.
I
mean, I feel like if we give it to you, we immediately break the one rule we set, which is they have to be in the league.
Fine. Okay, then I might need a minute.
All right. We'll come back to Sarah.
Yo, sorry.
Josh.
To me?
Well, how many players on that list aren't in the league?
I was going to say 4. The one is Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
All right, Josh. What were your 5 favorite? Brady, Gronk, Dola, Edelman, Trevor?
No, it was Randy Moss, Teddy Bruschi, Wes Welker, Julian Edelman, Trevor Lawrence.
You got 20% of that your list done. We'll get back to it in a minute. Josh, what do you got 5-1? I know 2 of Josh's off the rip.
You know which 2 do you know?
I mean, you're gonna have J.K. Dobbins in this list somewhere, and you're gonna have Ladd McConkey in this list somewhere.
I have to tell you something. One of those guys is not on the list.
J.K. Dobbins.
One of those guys is not on the list. I'd put him at 6. It's J.K. Dobbins who didn't make the list. J.K. Dobbins was more of just a 1-year fantasy love that I kind of had, where I had him in our league where I just picked him up and just see where it went. And for some reason, the dude was dropping 20 points. So I'm like, yo, it's Dobbins time, baby. Like, I just made it a whole joke. And I was like, I love this guy. It was mainly just a fantasy, like, kind of relationship for 1 year. I do have 2 other guys that are fantasy relationships almost. Because I kind of got into the NFL due to fantasy. So I have 2 guys on this list that are kind of fantasy driven.
All right, 5-1, Josh. What do you got?
So 5 is the first fantasy-driven one, is Saquon Barkley. This is the only positive thing for me that has come out of Penn State. The only thing. I love Saquon Barkley. I'm a big running back guy. The running back is my favorite position in football. It's my absolute favorite. I love a running back. Saquon, fantasy driven. He was on my team for 3 consecutive years. So I was just watching Saquon consistently and making sure that he was doing good for my fantasy team. So I was watching him on the Giants, how disrespectful they were to him by not giving him that contract. Instead, they gave it to Danny Dimes Jones. They gave it to him. And so now this dude plays for Philly, which is obviously one of New England's biggest rivals, or just Boston in general.
I hate Phil.
And now he's just, ripping it with the Eagles right now, just winning a Super Bowl. So, I was rooting for the Eagles only for Saquon. I was only rooting for Saquon because I love him so much.
All right, fair. Who do you got at 4?
Number 4 is very recent.
Ladd McConkey?
No. He did so good that he convinced me. It's Trayvon Henderson. Dude, preseason game 1 made me fall in love with him. I was already saying before this preseason even started, when we drafted him, I was like, I love this pick. 3rd round draft pick. Or no, sorry, 2nd round draft pick. We pick up a blocking running back with no fumbles, 600 touches. The dude's an absolute dog. He can block well. I'm like, you know what, kind of like this guy. Like, this might be my favorite pick, aside from obviously Will Campbell. But that's the 1st round pick. You didn't really have to make much effort for that. I was like, I kind of like this Henderson guy. He's looking good. I kind of watched some of his college highlights. I'm like, this guy's kind of cool. And then preseason game 1 happened. I'm like, this guy's pretty effing sick. I want his jersey now. I'm loving this guy. Number 3, you know who I'm going to say.
Just get it out. I tried to get the drop in here, but I couldn't find the clip anywhere.
Feed me Ladd McConkey. Ladd McConkey. I effing love this guy. I love Ladd McConkey. First of all, that soundbite is hilarious when I found that. Second of all, I'm not like a fan of the Chargers. I'm fond of them. They're like the Clippers of the NFL, where they're kind of overseen by the other LA team. And I wanted Ladd McConkey in last year's draft, but he was taken right before us in the 2nd round. We could have had Ladd McConkey on the New England Patriots, and he's being an absolute dog as the wide receiver 1 right now for the LA Chargers. He should be on the New England Patriots. I want him.
Fair, very fair.
I love Ladd McConkey.
They moved back in the round, and the Chargers took him.
Number 2 is the other fantasy-driven one. It's Christian McCaffrey, because again, I'm a big running back guy.
Interesting.
I had him on my fantasy team when he was originally on the Carolina Panthers, and then got traded to the San Francisco 49ers. So again, when I was just like really, really getting into the NFL, I was heavily just watching this guy. Like, this was before when I was watching Saquon. I was watching CMC. He was doing like flips over people. He was injured some years, so I didn't really get full taste of him or like full love of him. But the dude was doing flips. I'm like, man, I'm loving this guy. This guy's doing great. He's an absolute dog. So this is my favorite non-Patriot in the NFL. My number one is, I mean, this is biasy. It's Drake May. I love Drake May. I'm making the joke. I don't actually think this, but I made that joke the entire time we were watching game. I'm like, he's so dreamy. Because the dude, I'll admit, the dude's a good-looking guy.
Little country boy.
Yeah, and he has a great mentality. Obviously, he plays for my team.
If Drake May had long hair, would he be more your type?
But I mean, I'm not just saying because he's the quarterback of my favorite team. He's just a guy on my team who has a great mentality. I think I want to make the argument he's better than Bo Nix, but I can't. But I love his character. I love the guy. He was hanging out with Jason Tatum about a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I meant to send that to you guys, but I knew you would see it.
But I mean, he's the franchise guy potentially the franchise guy for the Patriots. So how can I not? Nice.
Good job, Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy with the radio job over here can't work a mic.
Didn't do it right. Ugh, imagine if I cut my hair to here. That'd be scary.
Oh my
Sorry.
god. I looked over and I was like, I thought you did for a second.
No. If I ever cut my hair, you would need to put me on like a 72-hour psychiatric hold. I'd probably have a conniption.
Do we have any photos of me with the long hair, Tom?
You never should have cut the mullet.
I can't hear you for a second because I'm gonna take this off. I still kind of have it right now.
You never should have cut it.
I was supposed to get a haircut today,
Keep it.
kill the sides, but then leave all this.
Yeah.
My barber had to cancel on me though. So
No,
you never should have cut it last year when you moved back into school.
well, that wasn't even a mullet that I had. That wasn't a mullet. That was just me with long hair because my barber went on paternity leave. And so he literally couldn't cut my hair. And so I'm like, I'm not cheating on my barber. Like I'll grow it out. I'll see what happens. And so I actually like grew it to like down here, I want to say. But then I cut it, went back to my original. I was like, I kind of miss the long hair, but I kind of like the short hair at the same time. So I'm like, I'll go in the middle. Give me like a short mullet right now, but you can't really see it because the sides have now grown in, so it's not as good as it usually is. So
Dare I say,
if you want long hair, do it in the winter, cut it short in the summer.
Ooh. Yeah, maybe I'll start doing it now. I think I'll leave the back.
But the more you have to trim it, that's the only thing.
Yeah, like I trim the back and the top, just like have good edges, but I won't like the last time I was like leave the back and the top the same length, just trim up the edges. And then you can kill the sides.
Yeah. What, Tom?
Dare I say, Josh, looking a little Mahomey, bro. Looking a little Mahomey like that.
You're such a dick.
Dare I say, looks a little. So, anyways, good top 5, Josh.
He's gone.
He'll come back in a minute. I know he can still hear us. Good top 5, Josh. Don't hate it. My top 5, 5 to 1.
I don't ever want to hear you say that about me ever again.
I called him
Josh.
a dick.
What'd you call him?
I called him a dick.
Hey, Josh.
I will rip it right back to you.
Do it.
My 5 favorite. Number 5 favorite player in the league. Jameis Winston. I love this guy. His pregame speeches are so funny, unironically get me unbelievably hyped up and ready to go. Like, I see why he does the pregame speeches. Just thankful. He's thankful for the Lord. He's confident. He likes the faith from his teammates, and he's ready to play football. Ultimate unwavering faith. Ultimate belief. Dedication to the Lord. That's all we got.
My favorite one is the one about the snow day.
I am so thankful that God has blessed me to play in Huntington Bank Arena in the snow.
That's my favorite one.
I can't hate the guy. I love the guy. He seems like a great time. I love Jameis Winston. At number 4, I have Aiden Hutchinson. He is just a dog. I love a good defensive lineman coming off the edge, coming through the middle, just wreaking havoc and just laying out a quarterback. Something about that just speaks to me because I can't do that. I'm a small little white guy, and he's jacked, and he comes off the edge, and he completely changed. He helped change the culture in Detroit. And that Hard Knocks video of him singing Billie Jean and getting the whole locker room going, good vibe. Love a good vibe guy in the locker room. At number 3, I have Drake May. Call me a homer all you want. I like Drake May. He's my quarterback. I'm going to root for him. At number 2, I have Justin Herbert, and I have been a fan of this guy ever since he came out of Oregon, and he played that first game against the Chiefs because Tyrod Taylor got poked in the lung by the medical staff or the rib or whatever it was because he was getting the shot before the game because he was like bruised ribs or whatnot. And he came out and he was scrambling and he ran to the sideline and he just trucked this one guy. I had been a fan of Justin Herbert ever since then. And this is the year you guys are going to see the Herbert that I want to see so bad. He's going to go back to his rookie year. He's going to play great football. He's going to win a few playoff games this year. Book it.
Well, yeah, because he's got the best wide receiver one.
No more ifs about Justin Herbert. He is going to be legit.
I've always liked Justin Herbert. He's actually who I wanted over Mac Jones.
A different draft.
Understandable.
But that's what I meant.
Yeah.
You know what I meant.
Yeah, I know what you meant. It's the long hair, I bet. He's got a great flow.
No, I go more based off of like personality. And I like that he keeps to himself. I love that he hates the camera. I just think that's really funny.
Yeah, he's a very shy guy.
Yeah, and I like that because when you're shy, you don't want the attention. You just want to do a good job. And I like that. And I think that's a good characteristic to have.
Yeah, he's got a great haircut too. He can do the long hair and the buzz cut. But when he's got the long hair with the sweatband pulling it back at priest, I mean, it's just drippy. It's drippy. And at number 1 is the drippiest player in the league. It's Justin Jefferson, the greatest dance move in NFL history.
Continue.
A wide receiver that can just go up and any ball he can make a play on. Some of the most spectacular catches we've seen in the NFL, and he is just a generational talent. And plus, he's got the sickest jerseys in the league on the Vikings. He's got those matte purple, the white with the gold. It's just...
like them.
I love it.
You don't like them?
I don't
love the Vikings.
I'm not a big purple person.
I was literally about to ask you, Tom, do you have the jersey like up on the wall or is it in your closet?
It's kind of...
Okay.
Okay. You want me to get my jersey too?
I'll get my favorite jersey. It doesn't fit me, but I'll go get it.
Downstairs.
I have to go upstairs twice.
Drip, Sarah. This is a fire jersey.
Mine's better.
Nobody wants that bum-ass Trevor Lawrence jersey you got rocking.
Poor choice of words.
Sarah, give us your 5 favorite, and we'll gritty on it.
She doesn't want
I
to.
need a grill right now.
You got her heated now, boy.
Sarah, 5-1. What do you got?
You're so lucky. I need a boat to get to you.
That's why I'm pretty confident. I have about an hour and a half to get elsewhere.
Sarah, if you want,
down.
I'm only about an hour away from him. I can get there if you want.
I'd appreciate that.
All right.
I got places I can hide.
Yeah.
No places you can hide. I know one of them.
I'll just text your mom.
Yeah, she would rat me out.
I'll text your dad.
I'll text your mom and tell her that you swore on the pod.
I will text Uncle Dave.
Uncle Dave won't care.
I will go to Uncle Dave.
Uncle Dave is a Bulldogs fan, so I don't think he cares much about Trevor Lawrence.
We'll go to your aunt and uncle then.
Kevin and Lisa?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of them.
Man, I'll see you in Aruba then.
You can come to Aruba. I would love if you came to Aruba with the fam.
My mom went to Aruba. She loved it there.
What's up, Sarah?
I want to come to Aruba.
You can come to Aruba too. I don't care.
I'm not paying for that.
Favorite either.
Yeah. So number 5, I have George Kittle. I already said that. Number 4, I'm gonna say Josh Allen. I might get a lot of hate,
Solid.
but I don't care. I like Josh Allen.
See, I was thinking of putting him on my least favorite just because he's married to Haley Steinfeld, and I want that myself.
I was going to say, he's having a great year. He just won the MVP. He's married to Haley Steinfeld. What else happened here?
Guy. Didn't he do that? What was that thing that he did for the janitor? He did something for a janitor.
I don't know.
He did something great. I remember that. I don't know if he gave him money
He's
or something.
very, philanthropic with Make-A-Wish.
Very respectful person.
Yeah, he's always like helping out. He's always like visiting kids in like hospitals or something like that. Always,
and that's what I mean by I'm big on personality. Like when I say you're my favorite player, it means you're a good person. Like that's kind of what I go off of. Yeah, he's also very talented.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, I'm gonna go Joe Burrow. He's just really nice to look at.
He's so overrated. I think he's getting to territory where he is a tad overrated when it comes to talent on the field, and he also kind of dresses like a
man wearing a jersey that's not a Patriot jersey.
You want to see me put on a Patriots jersey? I got 2 of them. I got the tape man in the closet right now. Jettas is legit. Jettas will go down as a generational wide receiver.
I don't care, but he's not on your team, so you should not have that jersey point blank, period.
Do you not have a Trevor Lawrence jersey?
He's my favorite player, but I've never worn it.
And who did I just put at my number 1 favorite player? Jay Jettas.
Doesn't matter. I've never worn that jersey. I will never buy anything Jacksonville Jaguars merch because they're not my team.
And I'm not a Vikings fan, but I'm a fan of Jettas. I'm not talking about the Vikings winning jack squat, okay? I'm not worried. They lost 4 Super Bowl. No, they lost multiple Super Bowls in a row. I'm not worried about the Vikings winning anything.
Whatever. Don't piss me off. At number 2, I don't think this will surprise anyone, T. Higgins.
I was going to say, you had at least 2 of your list done already before we ever stepped foot in here.
Yeah, that's true. I love T. Higgins. I think he's great. And I don't really know much about him actually, but I've always liked him.
What school?
Kind of like Clemson.
Yeah.
He played
at
testing.
And at number 1, Sarah.
Trevor Lawrence. Do you know his real name's actually not Trevor?
What's his real legal name?
I think it's Chase. No. John?
Is he one of those people that goes by their middle name?
I don't know. Let me Google it.
Where the hell does Trevor come from then?
Trevor's his middle name.
So he goes by his middle name.
Yes.
One of those weird people. All right, not a bad top 5. Again, can't judge it because it's your own personal favorite opinion. We'll enter those in the group chat. We'll get a graphic up for that. I think, Josh, these graphics, I think you put them together on like a slide for the post.
I can do that.
Perfect. So then let's do a top. William
Trevor Lawrence.
WTL. That's what it literally is.
Are we doing least favorite too?
We're gonna transition to that right now.
Oh, okay.
So Josh, if you would like to start.
Yeah. At number 5, so I'm kind of with my favorites were very New England homey, like love or fantasy love. These guys I genuinely hate off the field. It's nothing to do with anything they do on the field. It's everything they do off the field.
You just think they're bad people?
I think they're all. I'm sorry because I know your mom watches this. I think they're all shitheads. Number 5 is Aaron Rodgers.
Yep. If you're gonna talk about stooges, or like that, obnoxious people, he's on that list.
The dude's a diva he's the opposite of Justin Herbert, who he needs the camera. He needs people to be talking about him every 2 seconds.
I can't believe he fumbled Shailene Woodley either. She's gorgeous.
She just got a good head on her shoulders and she dipped before she had to actually give him something.
Yeah, then what? He took a light year to go to the Jets.
Did the same thing with the Steelers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his other pass as well, which is fun.
All right. You got Rodgers at 5. Who do you got at 4?
4 is Mahomes. Not because he's so win-like. I genuinely hate everything he does on the sideline and everything he does off the field.
See, Sarah makes a great point. I don't hate I don't dislike Mahomes. I can't stand his family.
I'm kind of
his dad, his brother, his wife.
I will come out here and say that Patrick Mahomes is the best player in the league. He's the best quarterback. All that. I will gladly respect his game. I cannot do a single thing like that. Shut your bitch ass up, though. The dude is.
I can type in her mouth.
Whoa. This is a PG-13 show, Sarah. Let's relax a little bit, okay? Let's take a calm, deep breath, Sarah. Let's do some breathing exercises.
She's psycho. She's a bitch.
No.
Let's not get the show canceled today.
The dude complains about every 2 things imaginable, even though he is very lucky. Also, my other issue with him, who's naming his kids?
Oh yeah, aren't his kids' names like whack?
Golden, Bronze, and who do you think the third one is?
Silver.
Tom?
Wait, why would it not be Golden, Silver, Bronze?
He's naming them in order of his favoritism.
No. It's Gold, Bronze, and then the third child, Sterling Sky.
I kind of like the name Sterling.
Sterling's cool, but the full name is Sterling Sky. So you have Gold, Bronze, and Sterling Sky.
Yeah.
If my name was Bronze and I had an older sibling named Gold, I would feel like such a loser for the rest of my life. I don't even get Silver.
Like Goldie. It's just golden. Like they are the golden child.
I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe it's
Gold or golden. I think it's golden.
It's golden.
Well, I don't know if you've seen like the celebrity theory that they just publicize like crazy names so they can kind of give their kids a little bit more anonymity. Not I don't know, like private.
It's Sterling
Anonymity.
Their full names are Sterling Sky Mahomes, Patrick Bronze Lavon Mahomes III, and Golden Ray Mahomes.
Yeah, so they'll go by Ray, Sterling, and whatever the hell the other one's middle name was.
But if my name was Bronze and I have a sibling named Golden, I don't even get silver. I am going to feel like the absolute biggest loser of my life that I'm named Bronze. I don't even get second place. No one even gets second place. I'm not good enough to even get second place against no competition. My name is Bronze.
So that's your 4. Who's your 3?
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, just doesn't seem like a good guy.
Yeah, he does inappropriate things.
All right, what do you got 2?
To women. Number 2. Number 1 is a very obvious one. Number 2, I genuinely hate this guy. Shador Sanders. I effing hate Shador. If there's anything I hate, it's overly cocky young players.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, obviously, if you're like a young rookie, young player, and you come in here with confidence and a little bit of cockiness, a little bit of an ego with you, perfectly fine. You're a star athlete. But if you're like a dude like Shador Sanders, who doesn't even you don't show up to the draft, you're like, I got this whole like thing built for myself because I'm the shit. I'm the cool one. No, this is all about me and me only. I'm gonna be the star of this team. I want to have say in like the coach's room, stuff like that. That's the stuff that pisses me off. Like, you're a rookie. Come in here, shut your mouth, earn for what you want. Don't come in here thinking you're the biggest bleep on the planet, because you're not. You're simply, how old is he? 20?
Early 20s?
23.
Like, to have all that, like his own, like draft room built for himself. He doesn't even show up to the event. Only to not get drafted until the 5th round. I think you're a complete 6th round. Even worse. I think you're a complete loser for that. I hope, I genuinely think he deserves to be that low in the draft. Because if it also kind of seems like an insult to me, because I've gone on about this tangent with people who gamble. Why would you not take the opportunity to go to the NFL draft? Why are you staying at your own house, building your own draft room so you can stroke your ego? Go to the flipping draft. It's the NFL draft. Are you kidding me? I want to go to the NFL draft, but you're taking it. What?
He didn't want his ego to get bruised when he didn't go first round.
Like, that's the whole point.
I know.
If you're not good enough, don't stroke your ego that much. This is what I effing hate about young players like this. Like,
Right.
Buddy, you think he's tough shit?
His dad is a lot to do with that too.
It does have to do with a lot of his dad. And Buddy thinks he's like tough shit. He got his jersey retired by Colorado.
Yeah. Oh God. His father was telling teams, you can't have my son. You're not good enough for him.
That's the other thing I also hate. You don't get to pick and choose what team drafts you.
No.
You go to the NFL and you play for the team that drafts you. That's an opportunity of a lifetime that I would kill for. I would kill for to have that opportunity. Even if it was, even if it was the Cleveland Browns, who are an absolute nobody of a franchise, I would still be so thankful to be drafted by them.
If the Chiefs took me and I had to play under Patrick Mahomes and listen to Brittany yap and squeal the entire time, I would still be thankful.
Yeah. Sorry, that was a little bit tangent.
It came true.
My number 1 needs no explaining. Deshaun Watson.
Fair.
All right, there you go.
Very
I had a long number 2 tangent and a very short number 1.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, great. If this is a number 2 and he went 4 minutes, what the hell is he going to do at number 1?
Shut your mouth.
Wow. All right. So my number 5, and then we'll close the show with Sarah's. My number 5, Quentin Johnson. Simply, he drops all of Justin Herbert's passes and makes Justin Herbert look bad. And I like Justin Herbert, so therefore I dislike Quentin Johnson. Very simple. Can't catch the ball. At number 4, I have Anthony Richardson. Just the fact that he took himself out of a play after a long run, I think is just so wimpy and so weak and so pathetic. And just, the quarterback plays every offensive snap. That's that's the golden, don't even have to question that. And then just say, oh, I'm tired, I'm going to sit this one out. Guys are out there playing with broken fingers, toes, bruised ribs. They're all exhausted. And you do that. I just think it's a bad move as a teammate. At number 3, I have Brandon Ayuk. This is kind of a fantasy football one where anytime I had this guy, he was terrible. But then anytime I gambled on him, he was terrible. And he also just didn't want to come to the Patriots. He looked at the roster and said, yeah, I'd rather stay with the Niners for cheaper money. So Brandon Ayuk, I hope you enjoy that. Number 2, I have Aaron Rodgers. Needs no explanation. He's just the douchiest NFL player of all time, possibly. He's just so arrogant and so in his head and thinks he's so great and so smart. And if you know anything about me, people who think they are smarter than me and think it makes them better than me, because I'm not going to pretend like I'm a genius. I am very well aware of what my intellectual status is on this earth. I'm not the brightest. I'm a very bad speller. I can't really count that well or do math. I know what I am. But if you think you're better than me because you're smarter, I don't like you whatsoever. And Rodgers just oozes that douchey, I'm smarter than you, so I'm better than you vibe. You don't need like that. He just gives me that vibe, and he absolutely has that vibe. It's not even just a give. He is that guy. At number 1, this is solely because I had an absolute beautiful parlay cooking. Yes, Josh, you know who it is.
Can I take 2 guesses on who it is?
If you don't need 2 guesses, you need 1 guess.
Is it Jacoby?
Is Jacoby Myers. First of all, he throws the annexation of Puerto Rico in that stupid Raiders game, which loses us that game, which could have gone into overtime that year with Mac Jones, and gives the lowlight of lowlights to Mac Jones, who doesn't need that, whether you like him or not. He doesn't need that in his life. So that's Jacoby Myers' fault. And then number 2, I cook up an absolutely diabolical parlay last year on a Denver Broncos Las Vegas Raiders game. Nobody else is betting that game unless you are a degenerate and just love the game of gambling. And Jacoby Myers, under receiving yards, was a lock. Denver Broncos defense, anytime touchdown, was a lock. Denver Broncos, whatever I had them on the spread, was a lock. The game is over, and on a garbage time drive, Jacoby Myers decides to catch like 53 of the 56 yards he needed to go over that line and cost me my fat, juicy parlay for the day in the final minutes of the game. And for that reason alone, I do not like Jacoby Myers. I don't want to say I hate any of these guys because they are real people. I don't want to be that. I don't want to cross the line, but I'm not a fan of these players whatsoever.
No, mine was more personally like I dislike you as a human being. Yours was more just like
I have an issue with you.
I have an issue with you on the field.
Yeah, and a sidebar, people who sports gamble and lose money and think it's okay to like send death threats to players, I will never be that. I'm just bleat this guy in my room to my buddies, and then I move on with it. I'm not betting life-altering money. I'm not betting my bills for the month. I'm betting like $10 on the game.
Yeah, I'm the
I
same
think
way.
there's a very clear line.
I'm the same way. I don't really care for people who gamble or not. I just make fun of you because you're my buddy and you're my homie, so it's funny. No, if people want to gamble, I have no issue. It's an issue when it becomes a personal thing and you're like hating on a dude simply because he sold your parlay and now you're sending like threats and insults to his family.
Yeah, that's absolutely too far. Sarah, the queen hater here, if we will. Are you able to make it 5?
No.
Oh, do we have more?
You got to give us 5.
Do we have a top 10?
It's like a top 30.
Give us. You got to 5.
Speed run.
Am I allowed to make one just entire teams?
I mean, you're just gonna put all the Chiefs players on there.
I was thinking Eagles.
No, it is your top 5 least favorite NFL players. You may do whatever you want with that.
So at number 5, I have the entire Eagles team minus AJ Brown.
Yep.
Because he's a Patriots fan, so he's excluded, and I actually kind of like him. I didn't say that. Number 4, I'm probably gonna go Aaron Rodgers.
We all hate Aaron.
He's kind of just a tool.
Yeah, that's a great word to describe him.
He acts like he's hot shit, but I'm like, dude, you're in your 40s and you can't stay sober for more than 24 hours. Like, are you really living a good life?
Ayahuasca Rodgers is a dangerous guy.
Like, come on, get your shit together, bud. You're a millionaire. 3. I'm like blanking on all the people I don't like. Oh, Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, fair.
He's a fucking prick.
He's also from Bama.
So, perfect. Oh, any player that played at the University of Alabama, I don't like you.
No, Mac Jones.
Oh no, he's on the list. Don't worry. Tyreek Hill, I saw a little video of you cussing out Patriots fans and saying that we're terrible and we're the worst fan base in the NFL. Eagles, thank you. The Eagles fan base, horrific people. Just want to say that. I went to that game. I was at that Super Bowl. All I did was hold the door behind me as I was walking out, and the lady looked at me and goes, "Oh, you must be a Patriots fan." And I was like, "I am. Why?" And she was like, "Because I was walking through here the other day and someone just slammed the door in my face and all I saw was Eagles." And I was like, "Yeah, they're shits." Also, no one gets stabbed at our Super Bowl parades. Who does that? What number am I at?
So you did the whole Eagles. You did Aaron Rodgers, Tyreek Hill. You're at 2.
Oh, okay. Crap. This is hard because I hate them equally.
You're 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Just put them tied at 1.
Okay, tied at 1. Mac Jones. Cry about it. And Patrick Mahomes.
You definitely hate Patrick Mahomes more than Mac Jones.
I feel like
hate that guy.
I feel you have like a 1% less dislike for Mac Jones just because he was a Patriot for a second.
He was never my quarterback.
Zappy Mania ran wild in the Peduffley household.
Where's the Zappy jersey?
I didn't buy one.
Fair. Yeah, pretty.
Didn't even let me give my reason.
Well, you cut out and you were just kind of looking at us. So I was like, oh, Sarah's done.
All right. No, I think Patrick Mahomes is the biggest crybaby pussy in the fucking NFL. I'm sorry. Pay off the refs for another season so you can go to the Super Bowl and choke again? Sure. I enjoyed that. But seriously, you're in the NFL. Don't pay off the refs. Don't complain when you get touched by someone else on the other team. You're the quarterback. You're going to get hit. Cry about it and man up. Like, is that a good role model for your children? No.
Definitely not for bronze.
Maybe gold.
Maybe Sterling and I will pick something up.
But yeah, I think he just complains too much. He expects everything to be handed to him on a golden platter, and like, take your head out of the clouds, man. Like, this is real life. Just because people are saying you're the next Tom Brady, newsflash, you're not. You're not even gonna come close.
He literally beat you. Tom Brady literally
retirement and beat you.
That's even further. I didn't think of that. That's even better. He came out of retirement. I've always thought of.
No, he didn't come out of retirement.
He didn't? I thought
it was his first year with the Bucks.
Oh.
He's right. Damn. Whatever. That would have been better.
Whatever. He's got a statue. You don't.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, fucking Buffalo Bills were hanging Kermit the Frogs. So that was amazing. And then Mac Jones, I just don't like you. I don't know why. I just don't like you.
Oh, poor Mac. Poor Mac.
All right.
Yeah, my dog is Mac.
Mac with a K, though, not Mac with a C.
No, he's Mac with a C.
Mac with the CK, then.
No.
I'm trying to help you here, Sarah.
No. To be fair, we got Mac before Mac Jones was drafted. That was actually Mac's Halloween costume. He was Mac Jones. And I made him
Mac Jones freshman year.
I made him a little t-shirt that said Trevor Lawrence's backup. It was really
cute. Better? You feel better, Sarah? You feel better?
Do.
All right. Well, there's our top 5 favorite, least favorites. We'll send those over to Josh in the group chat. Josh will get the graphic done in a few weeks. We're on the backlog with some, but Josh will make it happen, I believe.
I've been struggling.
You're good. We'll get caught up. Next week we'll go through all the divisions. We'll give our division winners, preseason week 2 thoughts. You can follow us Instagram, TikTok, Spotify. We've been posting all the episodes on Spotify. If you are more of an audio listener than a visual listener and you just want to listen while you're in the car, working out, wherever you want to listen. And obviously subscribe on YouTube, all of them at the Duck Boat Dispatch. The Spotify one, I will say, is the hardest to find. I don't know what it is with Spotify. Maybe they don't like us.
We're not popular enough, so
maybe
it's like
not. But I promise you, we are on there. You just gotta hunt a little bit when you type in the Duck Boat Dispatch and scroll a little bit. We pop up eventually. And make sure you set your settings to podcasts on your search, and you will find us, I promise.
Maybe do we have the link in the Instagram? Maybe you just
It
throw
is.
them.
It
It is.
I was going to
Yep.
say maybe do that and we'll just
Yeah.
give for you.
Go to the Instagram. That will be all there as well. Longer episode, but you know what? Late night recording. We can do what we want. And we're, again, so close to football season. I know we can't wait. And then right after the football season starts is the NBA, even though the Celtics are going to be different this year. So we're going to talk about the Celtics. And hopefully we get some playoff Sarah, smile. And hopefully we get Trevor Lawrence is a basketball fan, smile. And hopefully we get some playoff baseball this year at Fenway Park too. It would be Trevor Lawrence likes baseball. It would be absolutely electric if we get some Red Sox baseball, Roman Anthony, Marcelo Meyer, Garrett Crochet, Aroldis Chapman, Alex Bregman, Carlos Novaez, some baseball in the fall at Fenway Park with games that matter. So yeah, it's gonna wrap up episode 13. It's gonna be a lot of editing to do on this one. We're gonna cut that open. Gonna edit that out, man.
Wait,
yeah,
was it open when you went to the bathroom? And
yeah. So the way I thought it was gonna work is I was just gonna hit the open and Sarah was gonna go, and I had my AirPods in and I could hear.
I didn't know what to
Just
say.
going.
You just expected Sarah by herself to just open the show and just go
Yeah,
on
I'm thinking, oh, welcome to episode 13 of the Duck Boat Dispatch. How we doing? They all left to go to the bathroom. I'm here though.
They said they left me. Like I don't
could
know
hear.
what you want me to do.
I was gonna say
I had
maybe give in your 5 minutes of.
Not,
5 minutes of
I'm
fame
not
for
very
Lawrence.
like cheery and happy and all that. Like I'm kind of a bitch if you haven't noticed.
You should have made it the Trevor Lawrence segment. The 5 minutes of Trevor Lawrence.
No, you don't want that.
I'd take it.
No, I
get
could
ugly.
get arrested.
If Sarah's not here next week, it's because she got arrested.
We need a counter. We
No,
need
I'm
the
not gonna get arrested. I'm just mad. I'm still mad that they played in London last year. I wait 4 years for them to play the Patriots.
Someone's playing in London again.
Yeah,
There's
it's
always a
not.
game in London.
Well, no,
It's not the Jags.
the Patriots and the Jags played each other last season, and it was the only fucking game in London.
Well, the
For the
Jags played. The Jags are pretty much a London team at this point.
No, I know that. I know that. I just didn't know the Patriots were going to be playing there. I was ready to fly down to Florida. I asked Xander. I was like, "Can we go to Florida?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure." He was all for it.
Games in London, though, sweetheart. We're not going to London.
Oh, I lied. Jacksonville is going back to. They're going
They
back
go to London. They go to London every year.
They go to London every year. My sister,
But they weren't.
I don't know. My sister was studying abroad at the time, so I texted her and I was like, "Hey," she was in Dublin. So I was like, "Dude, hop on a plane or a train, whatever. Get your ass to London. Let's go to this game." And like, we almost did, but I couldn't. The tickets were fucking crazy expensive.
Yep.
Plus,
All right.
you get
Bye.
Sarah's done. That's episode 13.